Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobby. This is Season 21, Episode 4 of Time of Legends Joan of Arc. We're playing from the Super Exclusives set. We are in the middle of the Battle of Brignais, April 6th, 1362. This is round number 4. Last round we had exciting round. Some losses. We did actually get to encounter the and recruit John Hawkwood and Robert Knowles from In the Good Place Inn. We've got a painting video for this too, if you guys want to go check that out. We recently did this along with the Village Pack. So if you guys like and subscribe, you can get notified when we do more of that. Also, in that Village Pack paint through, we did this mill character. You can go check this out. This mill looks pretty cool. So we'll be getting this on the board soon. And, if you want to go back into history a bit, we've even got things like the legendary dragon that we did in our Joan of Arc Apocalypse playthrough. So if you guys want to go and check out the playlists that we've got, you can check those out. So Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got a bookstore link below where you can check out the Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence, the Omnibus Grimoire edition. This is a massive tome collecting the books by August Moldenhauer and Giuseppe Balsamo. If you're a Lovecraft fan, this will dig deep into Lovecraftian lore. Buy the different great old ones. In the collection of these books, you've got August Moldenhauer's Genealogy of Cthulhu, the one that started it all, Archaeology of Yog-Sothoth, and the Psychoanalysis of Rilya. We've also got Giuseppe Balsamo's Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, Alchemy of Azathoth, and the Hermeticism of Hastur. Going along the horror genre lines, we've also got the Tales of the Yellow Sign, Volumes 1 and 2, The King in Yellow, and Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign, and the Killingworth Bogman Saga, Killingworth Bogman and Carolina Tobacco Guys. If you're more of a sci-fi fan, we've got the Alchemy and Anthroposophy of the Dune Saga, again, hardcover edition, collecting all the great reasons and influences of Frank Herbert's Dune Saga, looking into Jungian alchemy, Steiner's anthroposophy, and kind of finding out what is it about the Dune Saga that's so attractive to people. We've also got William Mitchell's sci-fi Locksmith of Quanta Saga, Locksmith of Quanta and the Dead Sons 11. Finally, we've got our podcast on our sister channel where you can look into works of Jungian alchemy and Lovecraft, Frank Herbert, and Philip K. Dick, works on Tolkien, George Martin, theosophical works in Conan, Solomon Kane, and John Carter of Mars, as well as our esoteric dragon mystery, Decoding the Dragon Symbol in Myth and Occult Traditions. So go check out the bookstore. Really appreciate your guys' help. And you can also check out our Patreon. We've got a lot of these chapters there for sampling, or go check out our podcast if you want to help support the channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Back to our let's jump into round number 4. So again, we're going to do this as two rounds, and we've got the Parvenu going first, so we'll start out with Seguin de Bedfell and Petite Machine. First of all, let's grab our activation tokens. Those will be 4, and our war chest is going to give us a reactivate as well. So let's go ahead and grab those tokens, 4 each. Okay, and we will start out with, let's have our reinforcements, including John Harkwood and Robert Knowles. They're going to activate as well as these other rallied troops. So we can move all these one space forward here, along with, so they're sort of leading this force coming forward here. We'll also do an activation of, let's get this last bowman here attacking along with our hero. Next up, we'll also have these pole guys attacking the mounted gentry, and we'll have our mounted bowmen fire as well. And then finally, these Vougliers going to attack here. And as well, let's have these sergeants at arms attacking the other sergeant at arms. And that's going to leave one remaining piece. So let's get into those combats. First of all, the bowman will fire on the that'll be the French gentry. Sorry, mounted knights French. So bowmen fire on mounted knights French. It's only one and one here. That is blocked. So bowman is out. Clear up that one. Next up, we've got pikemen versus the French mounted knights as well. So those are actually Guisimiare, these guys. Or those the, actually, those are actually the, no, those are the Guisarme. Okay, so they're going to be 0 in black. So do 1, blocked. 2, routed. 3, nothing. Okay, so this one is just going to be pushed back 1. That'll be those, and let's have the Volgiers also against the mounted gentry knights. Against the mounted gentry knights. So those will be white again against black. Nothing and nothing. So that will go forward. That's lame, but mounted bowmen. Let's have the mounted bowmen attack these French peasants. Mounted bowmen. Mounted bowmen. Mounted bowmen. There they are, mounted bowmen. They need to roll 2 black dice. And they're able to send one of the peasants back into the infirmary. And that is, oh, then finally sergeants at arms. So sergeant at arms, so this is cleared, this is cleared, this is cleared. These guys have moved. And finally sergeants at arms will move. And they will attack sergeant at arms as well. So, 1 hit, 1 block, and 1 block. So we get 1 hit here against sergeants at arms. Okay, now we're going to switch over to the French player. So, oh, actually, we had one other attack here that we can do, which is Jacques versus Sigwin Bedfell. So he will go with white versus a black. We'll have our 2 heroes attacking again. Sort of spotlight these. And we'll go ahead with that roll. And once per round, no attack there. So let's go on to French player activations. So we will go ahead with the French activating. We've got quite a few tokens here to activate with. Let's put 1 here. We'll have these march in to this space. This is from the rally. And they can attack those sergeants at arms. And we'll also move in with these peasants from behind for that activation. Next activation, we'll have mounted gentry again attacking to the bowmen and maybe to these Voglier guys. So these will go. We'll have our mounted gentry attacking these pole attack here. And why is there a French in this village? I think this French peasant was probably supposed to rally to here. Let's also have them rally up here. Okay. Or maybe one of these is in a French. Maybe one of them, that's what I just made a mistake. There's a French that had to rally and I just mixed the color up. Okay, so that's that. Let's have these also march onto these mounted bowmen. So we'll have them attack as well. Okay, so let's get into it. So mounted gentry first. We can put these back up to 3 each, so they have some reserve. And let's gain 2 more. Let's everyone gain some cards. I'm just going to pick 4 cards. So just while we're waiting here, breakthrough. It's going to go to last stand, forced march, and evasion. One of your units gains dodge at the end of the attack. Okay, so this is good. That'll be helping the French team. So let's go ahead and have the peasants go first. The militia versus militia. Peasant militia versus oh, and I can use these during the camp phase. We can actually heal once per camp phase. Each of these standard bearers actually gets to do this trick here. So let's make sure we remember this. We can also defend up to 2. So let's go ahead and have them attack the mounted bowmen. So mounted bowmen, they will get white versus black here. So white versus black. Okay, so 1 mounted bowman goes to the infirmary. And white versus black, 1 is blocked. Okay, so that one is cleared. Let's go ahead now and have mounted gentry. Mounted gentry versus the Vulgaire. Okay, so mounted gentry has red and black versus red and white. So red, black, red, white. 1 hit on the pikemen. Next up, red and black, red and white. And 1 more pikeman goes to the infirmary. Let's have our French mounted knights attacking. Mounted knights French. Let's have them attack those bowmen and finally wipe those bowmen out. They've been picking shots at us for many turns now. So let's go ahead against the bowmen. It's red and red versus white. We've only got 1. So they are sent to the infirmary. We'll have the other 2 mounted knights attack these Guissemiere. So it's red and red versus a white. Red and red versus white. 1 of these is taken out. Again, 1 more round of that. And 1 of these is taken out. So that's 2. And that's going to clear these up and these up. Finally, we've got this mounted gentry versus sergeants at arms. Sergeants at arms. So red and red versus red. Blocked. And then red and black versus red. Hit. So 1 of these sergeants at arms gets sent back here. Okay. So let's move on to our camp phase. Camp phase, we'll get to go through the damage of these. Remember, we got a standard bearer and a musician. Once per round, we can change a wounded to a rally. So let's go ahead and start out with, oh, sorry, wrong dice. I saw a white die, I just rolled it. It's this die. So first of all, we're going to get a rally of the French peasants. Next up, we're going to get a weight for these pole. Next, we'll have a wounded for the staying in the wounded area for the French mounted bowmen. Next, we have a death for the Pourvoisiers. Next, we'll have a rally for the Pissimier. Then next, we have a waiting for them. Actually, this one can come down to here, protect the town. Next one, we can have another rally, this time for the French, the Tourvenu. Next, we have a rally for these, and again, a rally, sorry, death for these. And then once again, a rally for these. Rally these to here. Okay, so that is going to do it for the round. We will see you in round number 5. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.